Hi, and in this video I want to go through a few small add-ons that can make life a whole lot easier going into Legion. If you want to see my series on specific add-ons in more detail, check out the playlist shown here or linked in the description below. Links to all of the add-ons covered in this video may also be found in the description below. The first add-ons I'm going to suggest are Auctionator and Postal. Especially at the start of an expansion, people are looking to make a quick buck on the auction house and are ready to rip off other players. Sometimes just holding off for a few weeks will see prices come down, but what if you just want to find a good bargain or need a few crafting materials? Well, crafting materials in particular are tricky. A common trick is for people to post them on the auction house in stacks of one but at a high price. However, they still show up as the cheapest because it's just for one, and posting lots of them fills up several pages. Well, with Auctionator you can use the buy tab to type in what you want and it will show you the cheapest options per unit. It also lets you buy multiple stacks more quickly. There are a number of useful options that it's worth playing about with, but one good habit to get into with this add-on is to do a full scan whenever you visit the auction house so that you can see what the current market value of any items you acquire yourself might be. So now let's say you've bought a lot of things at the auction house. You now have to get them from the mailbox, which is less than quick by default. However, with Postal, you can simply open everything at the touch of a button or tick the consignment that you want to open into your bags. It also allows sending multiple items to be quicker, as you simply control and click an item to send multiple of the same type of item into the mail. So now you had some crafting materials somewhere, but can't for the life of you remember which character had it. So you've now got to log on to each alt in turn and hunt through bags, mailboxes and banks. Well, no, help is at hand. Altaholic allows you to check the inventory of all characters on your account, even on other realms. It also gives you a summary of the state of mail, so you don't leave it sitting on characters too long, otherwise it might get sent back, or worse, destroyed if that's already happened. There are also a host of other options too to play around with. So let's say you're happily levelling, or you've even hit level 110 and doing some world quests while queued in a dungeon. So you get into the dungeon and suddenly the healer's moaning at you for taking extra damage. But it's hard to see ground effects, or more specifically the harmful ones at times, as everyone seems to have a lot of AoE spell effects going on around you. Well, the next add-on, GTFO, we all know what that stands for, might have you covered. It sounds an audible warning whenever you're studying something bad, even if it hasn't done any damage to you yet. It's helpful when either you can't see the ground effects very well or you're just not paying attention to them. When it comes to other harmful effects in dungeons and raids, you might consider getting some boss mods. DBM and Bigwigs are the main two and will often present you with on-screen messages when something important is happening, sometimes even letting you know what you should do about it. This is particularly useful for interrupts, as not all casts can or indeed need to be interrupted, and your cooldown won't allow you to interrupt every cast on many bosses. So with Legion, our character pane was simplified to give us almost no information compared with previous expansions. Some may well appreciate the lack of clutter as Blizzard intended, but there are some useful stats missed off. Maybe I want to know what my movement speed is. Well, if you're hankering after that information overload again, then help is at hand in the form of Deja character stats. So that's some of the add-ons that people commonly use for everyday play in World of Warcraft that you might want to consider, if you haven't already got them, that is. I hope you found this useful as always. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And until next time, I'll see you later.